What else?
Chico,
India.
Do you know what original sin also helps us with? It also helps with collective guilt. Being guilty for something that you didn't do yourself.
Exactly.
That's the point.
It's the same reason why God ordered the destruction.
Yeah, go ahead and mute
Right,
me.
it's the same reason why
baby.
Jews have a blood curse.
Exactly.
They have a curse for something.
Go ahead
they
and mute me
didn't do.
because you're a bitch, but you can't accept the fact that
Wait,
people who
shut up
hate
for a sec.
Jews
He's
are the
cooking.
same-
Dude,
the
let him.
same
He was
racist.
saying something interesting. I'm like, you cunt. Shut
All
up.
of the Jews are cursed.
Wait,
All of
what's
the
this
Jews are
blood?
cursed.
What's the? Wait, shut up, cunt. What's the blood curse, bro?
Yeah, so in the Bible, the Jews say, "Let a curse be upon our children."
Oh my
upon us,
god.
upon our children after
for
they
the blood of
crucified
Jesus.
Christ.
That shit is not real.
They literally say in the Bible.
We don't care what you
Well,
think.
you know
shit
what?
is
They
not
fucking
even-
deserve everything they get. Those motherfuckers killed Jesus, bro.
Oh
They did,
God,
bro.
the
They
Jews
killed
killed Jesus. Why would
Fucking
they be a
murderers.
part of the
Fuck all of
same? Why would they be a part of the
Fuck all of
same
them.
heritage as Jesus if they don't even
Fuck
believe
all
that
of them.
Jesus
No, they're
came
not the
from
same
the same
heritage. They're
heritage as
fucking
Israel?
dirty
Because
Edomites.
it's easy, bro. They realize they fucked up. You can't unkill someone, bro.
Oh God, exactly. If
Pharisees
they don't
were
even
Edomite
believe that
mongrels
Jesus
who
Christ
disobeyed God
himself
and
isn't even
intermarried with
from
a
the same
condemned
heritage
race.
as the great Israels,
Idiot.
Bro, why is
let
this
alone
other cunt
believe
just Chico? Why are you
all
over
he uses
talking everyone,
blood.
bro? What the
All
fuck,
that
man?
shit.
I believe that
Shut
because
Oh
up.
my
he got
god, bro.
mental illness issues.
I'm
He
gonna
always
mute you if you don't shut up, cunt.
Shut up. Yeah, go ahead,
he
mute
doesn't
yourself.
let
Fuck 'em,
anyone
nigga.
else talk.
Wait.
Chico.
Hey, butter knife. I know you probably know this, but we don't call people cunts in the English language. All right, so shut the fuck
Whoever
up.
muted me is definitely an idiot because I'm not the one being a bigot.
Hey,
Alright.
can you shut that kike up? Can you shut the Jew sympathizer up?
Bro.
You fucking kike. So what we have
I've
to
lost
understand
interest.
is that
I've
they
lost interest in this room, bro.
ever since 500 years. For 400
It doesn't
years,
matter, bro. You don't get a pass. You don't get a pass to be a bigot. You don't get a pass to be a bigot towards Jews.
out of all the chaotic states in Rome, why did they choose to go after Jerusalem? Why did Emperor? Why did the governor of Jerusalem?
You're
Why did
Shabbos goy. You stand by the lie on Shabbos and flick the fucking switch on for the Jews. You're a slave.
What's his name?
You're a slave.
Pontius Pilate.
Why are you talking? You're a slave.
You're not even properly informed on the topic at hand.
Listen, Pontius Pilate. Why did Rome choose to go after Jerusalem?
Why is flipping the light for the Jews?
So this isn't a crazy alibi, but literally during Jesus' time, there are multiple chaotic states, multiple chaotic cities in Rome, and they choose to go after Jerusalem because Jerusalem was the city with the most political influence because Jews were populating it.
Should be imputed on the Jews.
Literally, nobody
the
cared
Austrian
about Rome until they got Jerusalem. Until Rome got Jerusalem. Exactly. Until the Titus captured Jerusalem, they really had no political power until they got on the Jewish sides. And then they went after, whether you believe they killed.
Right, well, this shit's degraded.
Then they went after Jesus and tried to kill Jesus because he was a Jew with the most political power. And now you're saying essentially that they ignored all these other chaotic states. They choose to go after one Jewish one. It's quite clear since Rome that
the idiots myself.
Quite literally, since Rome, Jews had power over Europe. It's quite obvious.
Stupid. I mean, it's funny for the first 5 minutes, and then it's just sad and stupid.
Wait, did Pontius
this conversation is literally a waste of
time? Was that the result of systematic racism?
Just deafen yourself again. Run away.
Yeah, deafen yourself again, retard. Listen, Pontius Pilate.
You'd rather talk about this than go back to what you were talking
Pontius
about
Pilate
before.
ordering the execution
fucking deafen yourself, man. Can you like fuck off and deafen yourself?
Rome ordering the execution of Jesus Christ. Was that the result of
Rome didn't order it, dude.
It was the Jews that ordered it. Okay, dude. Of knowing Jews had many.
Let me make it very clear. Okay.
For real,
wait 1 second. Let me make it very, very, very clear. Okay. Pontius Pilate washed his hands. Okay. And then said, "Whatever the Jews will, I will let happen." So he was literally being a Democrat, funnily enough, and he was taking in the will of the people. He was like, "Okay, what the majority of people want is what's going to happen. I do not have his blood on my hands."
Yep,
and what did the Jews say? Crucify him! Let me just say my guy, crucify him, crucify. Right? That's what happened.
Only the
So
Europeans,
don't you spread that bullshit in my glorious church.
That's with the fucking bullshit. The Bible is very clear.
They started
And
sin. He's
that's also,
resurrected.
as you said, apophatic. It's an indictment against democracy. Democracy is fucking gay.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly. Only
satanic. It's a
Europeans
satanic
voted for
system.
his death.
It wasn't Romans that watched to death. The Jews were there. The Pharisaic Jews, like little demons, were literally there watching him be crucified. They ordered and yelled Pontius Pilate to crucify him. Pontius Pilate said, "I find no fault in him." That's what
Literally.
Pontius Pilate said. I find no fault in him.
The
So I'll
only
tell you what
Romans
happened.
that were there were the soldiers.
Since you lack historical knowledge on this topic, I'll be very, very clear with you. Okay? It goes like this. Pontius Pilate it was requested of Pontius Pilate that he execute, okay, Jesus Christ, and that he crucify him for breaking temple laws. What happened? Pontius Pilate questioned the man, and he was like, "Dude, this is a guy that is
Who has
of the
done no
Jews."
wrong.
Right? No. He said, "This is a guy that is of the Jews and of your people. Send him to King Herod." King Herod interviewed him, said, "This guy's a joke. Send him back to Pontius Pilate." So what happened is Pontius Pilate, okay, said, interviewed him privately and said, "I find no fault in him." And then the Jews literally just started like chimping out,
Yeah, it's
"Crucify him,
chimping.
crucify him, going him," right? And then what ended up happening is he did not want to crucify him, so he subjected him to chastisement. Okay, so Pontius Pilate was like, "All right, I won't crucify him, but I will chastise him." Chastisement is where you literally just beat you just beat the person to like oblivion, right?
Yeah, they
And
whipped his
that's when
ass.
the Roman soldiers, put the crown of thorns on him and then beat him with a stick like a fucking weirdo, and basically shoved it into his head, right? So the reason why Pontius Pilate didn't want to crucify him is that he thought that his Christian followers would have revolted, and the reason why he didn't want to, not crucify him is because the Jews would have revolted. Right? So after his chastisement, he got presented back to Pontius Pilate, and then they were still not satisfied. They were like, "Crucify that man, crucify him," right? So what happened? He washed his hands and said, "Demos gratus," the will of the people. Whatever the people want, the majority. This blood is not on my hands. And they screamed, "Crucify him." And after a large amount of time, you'd think that after a large time of yelling to crucify this guy, that they wanted to see him crucified.
For
Like
real?
you just said, none of the Jews were there watching him to crucify. Okay.
Are you
Why were
stupid,
they
bro?
yelling at the Romans to crucify him if they weren't going to be at his
Literally.
crucifixion? That's retarded. Because if you read one second. If you read the description of his crucifixion, when he says, "God, God, why have you forsaken me?" the Jews were there and said, "He's calling upon Elijah. See, he's not a prophet of God." They were literally mocking him while he was on the cross.
No,
They
he
were
was saying
saying,
Father.
Yeah, he said, "If you're truly God, get off that cross." They were mocking him. So the Jews were watching him. It was all done by the Jews. Saying
But
that
this
is
is
just
fucking dirty chicken
historically
finger
inaccurate,
retard.
very
He's never
ignorant.
read the Bible.
Never.
Literally, explicitly,
There you go.
Pontius
There's your
Pilate,
little history
he was
lesson, okay?
afraid of Jesus
There you go.
taking too much political power in Rome.
Yeah,
So he
here
did
comes
it
the
on
app.
his
Here comes
own.
the app once again.
It
The
was
Romans
literally a
also
general
did
consensus.
justify his
It was
death by
literally a general
saying that he
consensus
claimed to
by
be
the
king,
consuls
so
to
they had to
crucify
trump up
Jesus
some
because he had so
charges.
much influence in Rome. And he had most
Okay, but
influence in
Dash,
the
you do
Jews.
agree that the
Most
Jews were the main
Europeans were
proponents of his
pagans.
death,
What
correct?
this guy's forgetting is that most
Um,
Europeans were pagans during the
The
time of
Hebrew
I
Jesus.
mean, I
Jews.
guess.
That's
They
don't
there
listen to
was an
anything this
equal
fucking
there was an
Okay,
equal
this
effort.
lying
because we're not
don't
here
listen to
arguing that
nothing
the
this
Romans
lying
didn't have some
Arian is
part in it.
saying.
They definitely did, as the executioners. But the ones
And
who
I'm not
ordered the
involved.
execution were the Jews. That's undeniable.
Yeah, I'm just
Uh,
listening.
The ones who
Oh,
ordered the
he's trying to say
execution were the Jews.
listen,
The
he's trying to defend
executioners
his
did not like
pagan
Jesus
Aryan
either.
race. He's literally trying to defend his pagan Aryan race because
Yeah,
we
okay,
all know
keep
the
crying, bro. Keep crying.
motive
Keep
behind
something
the
for the
pagan
Jews that
people
fucking raped your
doing
great
the
granddaddy on the
execution first
plantation.
was to
I
have
don't hate
political
Jews,
power.
so it doesn't really matter to me.
Well, I do. That's how I stand
You
with
should, because
Israel.
they
I think
hate
it
you.
only matters if you hate Jews.
Well,
You should
if you
hate the
stand,
Jews
well,
because they
if you
hate
hate
you.
Jews, well, if you hate Jews,
No.
you'll stand with Israel.
Yes, you should. As Saint Paul said, the Jews are contrary to all men. They wish enslavement
You
upon all of
hate
us.
no, you hate me more than
Yeah, that's what he said.
you hate
You know
me
And
what
more
Saint
St.
than
and
Paul
Saint
somebody.
Paul,
also
the
said,
Jew
Chico?
himself.
You
Saint
hate me
Paul
more.
said, "I wish those that would try and circumcise you would go all the way and cut their penis off and mutilate themselves."
You hate me more than a Satanist does because you misrepresent the body of Christ, to be honest.
No, I don't. You're a heretic.
Yeah,
You're a
sure.
heretic.
Do you even affirm
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
Nicene
look
Creed?
at you.
Wait,
We're all
hold up, guys.
heretics,
Do you even
buddy.
affirm the Nicene Creed? Do you affirm the Nicene Creed?
No, just the way that you talk,
Yeah, exactly.
you
Yeah. So
misrepresent the body of
you're here
Jesus
trying to call
Christ.
me a false Christian. You
Because
don't
the
even
way
affirm the
that
most
you
basic
because
documentation and declaration of
the
Christianity.
beliefs that you
Get out of here,
have
brother.
are
You're Jewish.
anti-Christian. The beliefs you have are anti-Christian.
You're Jewish.
And you're anti-Christ.
You're
So what?
Jewish.
You can't prove
You're
me
Jewish.
otherwise. You're just gonna
You're
Yeah, you're
spew
Jewish.
Jewish.
insults now.
You're Jewish.
You're quite literally Jewish.
It's not an
You're
insult.
Jewish.
He
Yes, it
doesn't see
is.
it as an insult.
Yes, it is. That's the greatest insult that could be lodged against any man.
True.
If you don't see
That's
that as an
By the
what
way,
Let me
slave?
tell you the
retards,
story of how it
if you
happened.
couldn't, if you couldn't tell,
This
we're
is how
not Catholics. We're
For real.
EOs.
the
For real.
Protestant Reformation
Plots literally
movement.
think the only
Literally, a
apostolics are the
Jew.
papists.
Literally,
Same
Martin
shit,
Luther
man.
was
I mean,
literally a
Same
Jew
as
shit,
poet
this
was
man.
guy's
supposed to go
Same
to
acting, as
hell.
shit,
far as this
man.
The
guy's
Jews
acting,
paraded
it's the
to
same
Same
the
thing
church.
shit,
because
man.
he
Man,
The
you
Jews
shut
acts
your
with
paraded
an
fucking
to
fat
the
nigga
antichrist
church.
lips ass
spirit.
up,
So
man.
What this guy doesn't understand is that Martin Luther was literally
that's
told
why
by the Jews to
that's why
rebel.
you had to make a new account.
You're literally a
If I hadn't
Protestant.
make
Still
me
The
didn't learn
Jews
account.
your
paraded to
lesson
Yeah,
though.
church.
because I was too base calling out the
Obviously.
Jews, so my old account got banned.
Exactly. You're literally a Jew.
You can hopefully you help your friend, your antichrist friend, Apple.
Wait,
It's
wait,
called Jews.
1 second. Um, wasn't it Martin Luther that like literally was the most racist guy against the Jews?
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
there's one thing Martin
No,
Luther was right on,
he
it
just
was his
disliked
Jewish.
Jews.
It was anti-Semitism. He was 100% right.
He wasn't the most racist though.
Yeah,
It's
so
Well,
the
who's the most
exaggeration.
racist against the
He was
Jews?
pretty
Martin
fucking
Luther is the Jews'
anti-Semitic for
standing
his
light.
time, dude.
What people don't get about
Yeah,
anti-Semitism
but
is that
it's
who's
like
the
saying
most racist
Chico's
against the
like a
Jews?
real racist when he'll never say
Themselves.
anything that he says on the
Jews are
internet to a
literally
real
no
Jew because
Jews.
he's
He
a
got that.
fucking pussy ass bitch.
And he
Because
got his
you would
anti-Semitism
never say
from
this
his
in real
Jew.
life because the Jews would ruin your life. Well, are you just proving my point? Are you proving the point that the Jews hold an extraordinary amount of power to where they're not subject to criticism? In saying that,
All
are
I
you not
know
proving
is
my
I don't
point?
let nobody disrespect
Or are
me.
you too retarded to understand what you just said?
I don't give
I
no
mean,
one a
You're a
it's the
reason
same
to.
stupid
thing.
Jew.
Fucking idiot.
Actually, a Jew. You're black.
It's always pussies who want to disrespect
Anyone
people
who is
who aren't
black
even there
cannot
to
be
speak up
Christian.
for themselves.
He doesn't
That's
speak
Period.
cool,
for
Very
himself.
sad.
especially since Africa was Christian before
No, it
white
wasn't. That's
people
not even true.
existed.
No, that's not even true.
Before white people ever
Yeah,
called themselves
That's
his
not
white,
face
even
seems very
true.
Africans were
schizo.
Christian.
Europe brought Christianity to
Yeah, I'm
Africa.
gonna see
That's not even
myself out. It's
true.
getting a little bit too schizo for me.
Yeah, that's not even true. This guy's actually he's
Keep
actually retarded.
repeating yourself, buddy, without even being able to prove it. Just keep repeating yourself.
Yeah, you're actually retarded.
What's going on? Apathetic white. Oh, he left.
Yeah, those were his friends.
I don't know, man, but the commotion is going on for around maybe an hour.
That's all they do. The I love God dude. Anybody that he talks to, that's all they do. And anytime someone's like just talking shit about Jews, they're not gonna have any type of intelligent like point to make.